Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Josh's Tech Bites. I'm in my house today. I have the Lian ROG edition, the O11 Dynamic XL, and my front LED strip went out in the case, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. Most of the time, the problem is not with the LED strip itself, it's actually with the control board, and we can bypass the control board and plug the strip directly into your motherboard or into another RGB controller. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that now, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so this is actually the front LED strip that I'm talking about right here. It's the one that goes down the case. And I have heard that this LED strip goes out on a number of cases. I've seen a lot of people ask about it. So I figured I'd do a video showing how I fixed it. There is something you're gonna need from Amazon. You're gonna need a wire, a JST adapter to the 3-pin RGB adapter. So I've already taken mine apart. As you can see here, go ahead and pull that out. I've already got that taken out. And what you're gonna be looking for is this control board down here. Let me see if I can get it to focus on it. There we go. There we go. So the one that you're gonna be pulling out is this far white connector on this end right here. That's the one that goes directly to the RGB strip on the front of the case. So if this is actually gonna be covered up by a metal plate. There's 2 screws towards the side of the case. Right here, there'll be 2 screws and there'll be one in the back. You'll have to take all 3 of those screws out, and then the little metal piece just comes off. And then you can pull out the little RGB cable right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what to do now. We're gonna take a look at this cable. I'm gonna pull it out and show you what you'll need to do to get it working. So this is the cable that you'll have. It has the JST connector on one end, and that would be this white connector right here, and then you will have your standard RGB 3-pin 5-volt connector on this end. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to move these pins, and to do that you're gonna need just a little flat head, slide it up under the little white piece here, and then it should just pull out. I've already messed with these a little bit, so mine are easier to get out, but you may have to fiddle with it a little bit and lift it up to get it to pull out. And all the pins will come out themselves. So on my case, it should be the same with most of these. On the wire, you will find the writing. The writing itself, you can barely see it, but it's right here. There's some little white writing. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that's the one that's gonna be towards the center of the connector. So this is actually a 4-pin connector, and my screwdriver just keeps going all over the place. This is actually a 4-pin connector, and it's a 3-pin, so we're kind of having to finagle it a little bit. But take your cable with your writing. Let's see if I can make sure I find the right one again. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. It's this one right here. So you're going to put it in that 3rd hole right there, and then there'll be a little dot facing up, and that's your locking in connector right there. And once you push it in, just give it a push down on your white piece right there. I usually like to take my flat head and push back down on the connector itself, just so it stays locked in and won't come out. After you've moved these, they're very easy to slide in and out again, so you may have to play around with it to get it to lock back in place. There's mine. And then the next 2 will just go side by side with this cable, the way it's laid out. So you'll slide your next one in, and then your last one. And if you didn't put them in the right places, your LED lights are going to flash in your case when you turn it on. It's not going to work. And you really don't want to try to do them anyway that they're not correct. I'm sorry, I can't talk right there, but you really want to make sure that they're right, because you don't want to send 5-volt power to the wrong input, because you could potentially mess up the strip permanently, and we don't want to do that. So that's what it'll look like now. You won't have anything on the far one, and all 3 of these will be next to one another. And like I said, the one that has the writing on it will be the one that's next to the one that doesn't have anything in it.
So that's where your starting point is. So now we're gonna go back to the case, we'll plug it in, make sure it works.
All right, so now we're back at my case, and here's the connector right here, and just line it up with how you have them in. So your this little sliver right here that guides it in, if it was a 3-pin connector, will be right up next to the edge. So you'll just sometimes it's kind of hard to get them to find the places, but once it does, slide it in, make sure all your connectors are good, and there you go. And then we can plug our 5-volt in, and our light should work again.
All right, so now we're back at my case. You can see that my front RGB strip is working. We have successfully bypassed the Lian lead control board that's in the case. So I use a Razer RGB adapter. I'll link that in the description as well. But I just plugged it directly into that. You can also plug it into your motherboard too, into the 5-volt RGB controller, and it should work the same. All right, so that's how you fix the RGB strip on the Lian O11 Dynamic. Mine's the XL edition, but it should work for the others as well. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to reply and answer them to the best of my knowledge. Thanks for watching, and I hope I earned maybe a subscription from you.